And to be truthful, I'm getting a bit fed up of Huel on the whole now. Hello fellow Huelers, it's that time again where I decide to finally get a video out. Apologies, it's a bit soggy outside at the moment. It's absolutely throwing it down, and I don't really have anywhere inside to do this vlog, so I'm standing out in the rain doing it. Anyway, so this is now the end of month 2. Well, end of month 2 plus a week and a few days. Anyway, so I've been a bit tied up. I know I said I promised I was going to get more regular vlogs out. And I'm still working on this garage, which you can't see because the camera's actually inside it at the moment where the roof's not finished yet. That's beside the point. Anyway, so like I said, a bit delayed, and I'm just going to go over what I've been doing. I'm going to keep this video a little bit briefer than my normal ones. So the past month and a little bit, I've done 1,029 push-ups. Now this is up on my previous set. I was about 700 last time, so that's another gain of about 300. For those who've not seen my previous video, go and check that out, otherwise this might not make any sense. The link for that will be above it in a second. I've also covered 110.95 kilometers on my bike. That's virtually the same as what I did the previous month. That's because I only use my bike to cycle to and from work, so that's the only real distance I'm actually getting. I've also walked 69 kilometers as well, which is roughly about the same, a little bit more than last time as well. And going on to the press-ups as well, the most I've done now in a full day is 103. So that's not too bad. When I say a full day, that's for me is 12 hours. So within a 12-hour window, that's 103 press-ups. Most people probably easily walk that, but if you go back to the very first video of this series, you'll know that I was lucky if I could do 3 in one go. So now I'm getting up to the dizzy heights of possibly 7 or 8 at a time now. So yeah. My notes are getting rather wet. It is absolutely throwing it down. Anyway, so in the past month, I've had 91 shakes and 9 granolas. Most of the shakes I was at when I was at work, and the 9 granolas I've had at home, but I've now actually run out of granola. So yeah, I don't plan on ordering any more of it. Not that there's anything wrong with it, I just don't plan on ordering any more of it. I've only been eating it up just to get rid of it. So with the 91 shakes and the 9 granolas, that means I've had 100 Huel meals. Anyway, so in the last video as well, I mentioned that I was using the set of stairs at work, which go up it's actually 4 stories, but 3 flights of stairs within the building. And it's a set amount of stairs, and the previous results from that, and I'm going to give you the results from my past month now. So before, when I used to climb the set of stairs, my heart rate would rise to 169. That would take me 16 minutes to recover. At the end of the last vlog for the last month, it was 127 BPM my heart rate got up to whilst climbing the stairs, and it took 10 minutes and 6 seconds to recover. And then at the end of this month, it's 121 BPM, and it takes me 8 minutes to recover. So whilst my BPM's not actually lower that much compared to the gain that I got from the time before, I've actually now recovered, my resting heart rate recovers a lot better within a 2-minute time frame, well, 2 minutes less than it did do before. Okay, so I'm going to lose my notes in a second. It's absolutely battering it down. Right, so my weight. When I started out this latest regime, I was 104.4 kilos. I managed to lose 4.8-ish kilos, and that got me down to 99.6 kilos, and that was at the end of the last vlog. My weight, I measured myself a couple of days ago whilst I was trying to write all my bits and pieces down for press-ups and stuff. And my weight then was 94.1 kilos, which means I've lost another 5.5 kilos, which is actually a bigger weight loss now than when I did my first weight loss in the first month. Anyway, so what other things can I tell you about Huel that I probably haven't mentioned before? I'm going to put these away before it just disintegrates. One of the things I did notice in the past month was the plastic scoop. Now, I'm not sure if anybody else has had this problem or not. I dropped my Huel bulk powder bag on the floor. Unbeknownst to me, until I then went to open up the bag later on, the Huel scoop was actually splintered and broken inside the bag, which then meant that I have to now sieve through the bag of powder to try and recover all the broken fragments of plastic. Why can't I just pick it out? Because it's a clear scoop. You can't see the bits of clear plastic in the powder until it's probably too late or you're trying to put it into your mix. So I don't know whether Huel want to think about that maybe, change the scoop for, I don't know, a blue one, or, Isabella, our little baby girl, she's got baby formula, and theirs is a little either blue scoop or a little yellow scoop, but it's coloured plastic so you can still see it. So if it does break off inside, you can find it. But yeah, Huel have a clear scoop. Maybe that needs to be revised. I don't know. I'm going to have to put my hood up. It's like being in Snowdonia for the weekend. And to be truthful, I'm getting a bit fed up of Huel on the whole now. It's all right when you're at work and you can't be bothered to take your food with you, but at the moment I'm now having a few weeks off work. I'm supposed to be working on my garage to finish it. This weather is definitely saying otherwise right now. It's absolutely throwing it down. So yeah, I'm supposed to be finishing this garage right at this moment in time, and because I'm off work, I'm less inclined to have Huel because, the fridge is only there. I go to the fridge because the fridge is easy. At work, I don't really have easy access to a fridge. Well, I do, but you don't want to keep your stuff in it in case somebody else dips into it whilst I'm going to have to take my glasses off. You don't want to really, use the fridge at work in case somebody else takes your dinner away, whatever else, which is the main reason why I'm on Huel. But going for the I am now off and I'm at home, yeah, it's I'm really not bothering with it. So for the past week now, I've not actually had one shaker of Huel, which isn't probably great, but at the same time, I am kind of being a bit more self-conscious of what I am eating on my days off, because I know I'm not eating Huel. I'm not really having that calorie deficit that I was having before when I was at work. So I'm just being a bit more mindful of that. Press-ups, I've given myself a week off. I don't know why, but I've just decided I was going to give myself a week off on my first week of my holidays. So I've not done any since I've been off work, so that's been a week now. Mainly because I want to try and keep my energy up for doing this garage. Again, you wouldn't believe it, but it is absolutely horizontal and my garden is flooded right now. Yeah, so anyway, this is coming to you from a new camera I won as well. Not many people would know this who watch my YouTube channel, but I entered a competition on Facebook. Now, most of these competitions people might enter, you never think you're going to win, and to be honest, I didn't really think I was going to win. But I did a video entry, and I'll put you a clip of that up in a second. To try and win this camera that I'm actually recording a video to you on today. This camera is supposed to track me and follow me around the garden. At the moment I've got it locked off because the garden is a right state. Because I'm building this garage, everything is a complete war zone, so yeah. Hang on, let me, I don't know if it's going to lock onto me now with the... Are you tracking me? Yeah. So the whole idea of this camera is wherever I'm walking, it's supposed to be following me. Is it still following me? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, and it's also supposed to zoom in as well, depending on how far away you are. Now, you might end up seeing the corner of the garage in a second. There you go. So yeah, so I was fortunate enough to win this camera, and I've been playing around with this for the last few days, and I'm about to put a vlog up about owning this camera. I'm going to use these funky little hand gestures to control the camera. It's quite cool. So what it means is I don't need to worry about how I'm positioning the camera or if I'm actually centered or not, because the camera puts you in the right place. It's quite cool. Anyway, that's not the purpose of this video. So thanks very much for you coming back to check out my next Huel update. Will it still continue to be Huel next month? I don't know. I've got plenty of bulk bags left to eat in the house. But to be truthful, I don't know. It is helping me lose weight, but it ain't half boring at the same time as whilst it's trying to help me lose weight. It's just the same flavours all the time. And I think I've said this before, but I'm on the berry flavour, and the berry flavour for me works the best. It's just something I don't need to mess around adding extra flavourings to. I just take the one bulk bag to work, it's easier. I find the vanilla too boring, and I'm not saying the word boring a lot here, but it is. If anybody out there who's been on Huel long term will know that the flavours aren't the most exciting. They're all sweet based as well, and how can I say it now? I am a manly man, kind of, and I enjoy savoury flavoured food, and Huel does not offer you anything savoury whatsoever. In fact, I wish there was a way of removing the vanilla base from the Huel so I could add other things to it, like say beef stock or something like that. And I know obviously to the vegans out there that's not going to be the greatest idea, but I'd like to be able to add a savoury flavour base to it, because you can't do it with vanilla. I've tried adding it to the vanilla and it really does not work out at all. I've tried adding like OXO cubes or Bovril or anything like that, and it's the sweetness and the savoury at the same time. It's gross. It's disgusting. I wouldn't even bother trying to eat it. So yeah, so maybe Huel development team, if they ever catch this video, how about you try making, or even just send me a bag of vanilla-less Huel. That would be interesting to try, to actually see if you could actually add other flavors to it. Might be interesting. Or even just look at trying to make some savory type flavors, because the sweet flavors all the time, wow, yeah, I can't live on sweetness alone all the time. Anyway, so that's the end of the video. I'm now thoroughly drenched and I'm going to go inside. But thanks very much for checking out this video, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Stop recording! Camera! There we go. Hi, I'm not normally this enthusiastic, but I'm here to hopefully win the Ozbot Tail AI Auto Camera. It's a very long name. Why would I like to win it? I like to move around in my shots. I'm quite handy. I like to build things. I'm building a garage. Let me show you. The other problem I'm currently having is I'm standing outside in the rain. Soggy. Why am I standing out in the rain? Because this camera performs really poorly in low light, so I'm having to stand outside on a cloudy day just to try and get as much light as possible. I would like to be able to live stream. However, this 12-year-old Nikon does not support live stream. The other problem is I'm trying to make out whether this camera is actually level. The Ozbot doesn't have this problem. No. With its 3-axis gimbal, it likes to pan around all over the place to keep you in the shot, wherever you go. Also likes to keep you in focus, which this camera really isn't doing. Out of focus! Yes. Quality old Nikon. The other problem is, I can't go right to the back of my shot, because I'm teeny tiny! I'm teeny tiny because this camera doesn't zoom. Not unless I change the lens. And if I change the lens, it stops the video. So thank you, Ozbot, for your consideration. I am now going to have to go inside because it is raining quite a lot, and I fear that this old Nikon may break at any second now, trying to record this video. Thank you very much.